Hello, Josie Allen here. How are you today? I hope you're well. Welcome to my studio. I am working on a project and I wanted to talk about it a little bit and show you what I've been doing so far, and then I'll follow it up with another video as I do the canvas painting of it in acrylics. Anyway, I have, as I mentioned in my last video, I had a bout of vertigo from an old concussion injury I had, and I've been taking physical therapy with a real sweet girl named Maddie for 3 weeks, and she's gotten my ear crystals back home, as she says, and I'm doing better. I'm still in therapy and I will be for a few more weeks, I think. Anyway, she told me she loves paintings that have squares in them and if I ever painted anything like that, she'd love to see it. And so I decided I'd make her a little gift for helping me out so much. So I've been working on these drawings and figuring out how I wanted it to look. And I came across a painting recently that was done by Leonora Carrington, who is a surrealist artist that started in the 30s, I think. And she had this painting called Green Tea, and there was a statue on it, kind of a statuesque thing of a person that was wrapped in cowhide. And I just thought, oh, because I was planning on doing like a spinning top around these squares, and then I came up with that idea. So I'm going to turn this around and let you see what I've been up to. Okay, so this is one when I finally figured out I wanted to do a top. This is my first experiment with it before I found the Leonora Carrington painting. So that's where I was. And I had done a few things before then, some sketches, but that was my first one that I liked. And then I moved to this. And then I did some paintings and I didn't like some of the stuff in it, so I started working with spirals around it yesterday. So there's that, and one more. And then I thought maybe I'd put some clouds in the background, and you kind of have it so it looks like the top is spinning on the squares. But I thought clouds in the background would be good. Now I rethought that, and in meditation today I came across an idea, an inspiration, whatever you want to call it, of adding some animals to it that are kind of floating in the air and being spun as well. So I'll show you that in a minute. But first, this is the first painting I did, and this is gouache. So that was kind of the genesis of this part, but I don't like that at all. And I do like the squares around it like that. So then the second one I've done, which I just finished. Oops, let me get these out of the way. All these little drawings are falling apart and I have to find some place for them. This is the latest one. And I used this stencil. And I have a bigger stencil that I'm going to use on the sides. Let me show you the bear with me. It's going to be an 8x8 with, I think that's 1.5 inches. So I'm going to put bigger squares around the border, and then these smaller ones in the painting itself. So I've got a nice cat that's flying around, my cat, and I love painting hummingbirds and flowers, so that's in there. And it's pretty surrealistic, I think. So this is what I'm going with. And I will be starting that in a day or two, as soon as I can get my canvas primed. And I'm thinking that I'll use different colors on the border squares around the side. So that's that. And while I'm here, I want to show you what else I've gotten this week. An early Christmas present from me to me. 2 early ones. Up top, here's my little ceramic Christmas tree that I got that I just love. And then that's a painting I did recently. And I'm not sure it's done yet. I'm sitting with it. I've been sitting with it for a month, and I was thinking about adding something else in the pasture. Maybe another deer or two, but I haven't decided. Anyway, so here is this desk addition. It's a table with, I think, you can use it for many things, but I think it's like a computer stand. And in the drawers here, I needed a place for so many things. They were just sitting on top of my little table that I had, which is over under my piano now, filled with stuff. So these are my gouache paints, and underneath are all of my watercolors and some archival inks. And that's my acrylic inks. Here's my Kuretake watercolors, which I've only used a couple of times, and I really love them, so I think I'll get them out again as soon as I'm done with my project. And then here's all my tube watercolors. This is what is it called? Langnickel, Royal Langnickel gouache. That's not watercolors. I thought that my gouache was Mei Ling by Paul Rubin, but it turns out that Mei Ling is my watercolor tubes that I got. I got them around the same time. So this has just been a big help to me to have all that stuff together. And then down here, I love this. I got all my bigger sketch pads and some other things and small ones. And back in the back, I've got my alcohol inks. So that's a real big help. And then down the bottom, I've got canvases and papers, big papers. And so that's that. And that is such a huge help. And then all my rock art stuff is over in the old cabinet under the piano. But it's still within reach, so I'm glad for that. So that's all I have for now. And I will, when I start my other painting, I'll probably just paint different parts of it and put that into a separate video in a week or two. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you real soon. Have a great week. Bye for now.